What happens if you build a life around heading outside every single day, no matter what? I'm Amy Bouchatz, and you're listening to the Humans Outside Weekly Outdoor Diary, where I share with you my own insights from heading into nature every single day for at least 20 minutes, no matter the weather. What did I learn, hear, see, and experience this week as I take on the Humans Outside 365 Challenge? Come along for my insights and, yes, my more than occasional fails. This is my real life, after all. Are you ready? Let's go. One of my favorite things about recording this podcast is the chance to get expert advice and insight straight from the source. It's an excuse to talk to people whose lived experience I value, to present them with the questions I have about our journey through this world, and walk away with invaluable assistance. And that's how I came to find myself laying flat on the ground, face and nose buried in the dirt, in the middle of a workday on a Tuesday. It happened like this. Instead of languishing in front of my computer screen, unable to concentrate and getting sucked into social media as my brain searched for an escape for a few minutes, I took the advice of several guests and gave myself a 15-minute walk instead. I knew I was likely to spend 15 minutes sucked into social media, so why not trade it in for some sunshine, even on a cool, crisp day? And so I layered up, put on boots, called the dogs, and headed into the woods. The sun was coming down between the branches just so, hitting the ground and the golden leaves that were spread across it. I was tromping down the path, thinking about how lovely everything was, when the thought crossed my mind. I wonder how these leaves feel. The question reminded me of some advice a former guest and expert in rewilding, Micah Mortali, gave in his episode. He said if you want to connect with nature, try taking off your shoes and standing barefoot. When he said that, it was cold and snowy outside my house, and I remember thinking something along the lines of, fat chance. But as I looked at the sun on that cool morning shining down on the ground and at the leaves, I thought, well, I wonder what would happen if... And I stopped, I peeled off my boots and socks, and I planted my 2 feet on the cool ground and leaves. The leaves were soft and damp under my feet. I took a few steps, feeling them slide a little as I walked down the path, around the curve. The sun, still shining, just so, was warm on the ground. And I felt like twirling, so I did. And I felt like skipping, so I did that too. And I wondered what the grass felt like, so I walked in it. And I wondered how the ground and the leaves smelled. And so I laid down flat and found out. It smelled like rich growing things, spring and fall, all rolled into one. I absolutely looked ridiculous doing this, by the way, but no one saw me, so it just didn't matter. And 15 minutes after I started, I was home, planted at my desk as if nothing at all had happened, except everything had happened. I took 15 minutes and found my place in the world again. This week, I took a step back to reset and took myself on a little weekend getaway to a small ski town, still off season because it hasn't really snowed quite yet. It was just what the doctor ordered. You can see pictures from my weekend getaway on Humans Outside on Facebook and Instagram, and I want to see your photos too. Tag me with #HumansOutside365. And until next time, we'll see you out there.